You have no idea what is about to hit your spirit like loving lightning. Before you read on, be aware that Archangel Michael is speaking through these words. His voice is shaking. This isn't just a message. I have never given you a stronger spiritual warning than this one. In secret, a huge thing is moving that is shaking both heaven and earth. Lots of money. Yes. Someone well known in the business world has suddenly grown romantically interested in you. This is more than just a curiosity. They're shocked because you're not at all what they thought you would be like. You're better. You are holy. You have been chosen. Michael, the Archangel, is crying because you didn't notice the signs from heaven. Now is your time of truth. Are you ready to let it into your soul? It's hard for me to say this, but the truth is shaking me. There were signs that were meant to bring you luck, but you missed them. Archangel Michael says, heaven has waited for you to listen. Take this seriously and approach the miracle that already carries your name. Do not treat this like one more message. A divine change has already entered the air surrounding your name, and this is hidden. This wealthy person who keeps thinking about you was led to examine your life. It did not happen by chance. It did not come from reason. The angels were behind it. Now heaven needs you to hear what they are preparing to do. You may not see the spiritual wealth already living inside you, and that is exactly what amazed the person watching you. They noticed someone humble, someone the world barely noticed. Then the covering lifted, and your light struck their spirit like thunder. Archangel Michael says he is crying because you have doubted your value, journey, and gifts for so long. And now everything is starting to open. But nothing will reach your door unless you unlock it. A miracle cannot enter a home when the lights are dark, and fear has sealed the entrance. That is why these words needed to reach you today. Before moving forward, stop for one brief moment. This message was formed by heaven and directed straight toward you. If your spirit feels the slightest movement, something holy is preparing to open. Subscribe now to receive more urgent messages for your soul. They are not by chance. They are meetings arranged by heaven. You may believe this is another normal day, but heaven has marked this exact hour in shining letters. A rich, influential, and closely watched person was spiritually pushed toward you. They never planned this. The feeling even confused them, yet now they cannot pull away. They noticed something that cannot be forgotten. Your presence, your quiet suffering, your energy, and your inner light. And now powerful plans are gathering around your name like a storm. Do not spend this moment doubting it. The true question is whether you will remain open or lose the visit that may transform your financial future. Moments like this rarely happen. Archangel Michael says, you have passed through fire during years of being unseen, unvalued, and betrayed in private. However, those flames gave you a different kind of worth. It's not possible to write it down. It's the kind that makes powerful people feel sick. Now someone knows that what you have inside you is not only rare, it comes from heaven, and they're afraid that their chance to get closer to you might go away. Don't look away when heaven has to cry to get you to pay attention. If you're willing to take it, something unbelievable is waiting for you. Pay close attention. In the spiritual world, there is a secret battle going on over your rise. Archangel Michael says, some forces are trying to hide you. They do not want others noticing you. They do not want money behind you. They do not want you connected with influential people. But the very thing they feared has already happened. Someone recognized your worth. Someone with the means is moving closer, Only your faith, response, and willingness to accept today's divine timing stand between you and this change. You may believe this person is only interested, but Archangel Michael says they are deeply unsettled. They are unsettled because you are unlike everything they once believed they wanted. You hold a presence that never asks for notice, yet it demands respect, and they feel it. That is why they are amazed. That is why they are quietly searching your life to discover whether you are real. And heaven is declaring that you are real. That royal worth lies within you, and hidden royalty must still stand when the trumpet begins to sound. Today that trumpet is sounding. Everything I have covered across this channel is now in one place. The prayers, the teachings, the daily blessings. It is all inside the Daily Miracle Manual. Link in the description. Please know that every seed you plant in this mission grows into a torch that shines in someone else's darkness. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community, does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. But more than your support, we want your presence. When you head to our community through the link in the description or the pinned comment, you aren't just visiting a site. You are entering a community of like-minded believers. This is a sanctuary where you can post your prayer requests, lift up the burdens of others, and engage in daily discussions with a family that speaks the language of faith. Whether you are joining one of our membership tiers for deeper study, sowing a seed of faith, or simply joining our daily morning prayers, you are helping us build a global altar of worship. Heaven moves through willing voices, but it grows through a community that stands together. Each gift you give acts as living water for those in our community, seeking healing and hope. Give, and it will be given to you, is the promise that sustains our shared mission. I invite you now to step out of the shadows and into this circle of prayer. Come with purpose, join the conversation, and plant your seed in fertile ground. Let's open the heavens together. Release your seed today. Join our community and see what God brings back into your life. You have asked for change. You have cried for a breakthrough. You have pleaded with God to send you a sign. This is that sign. This is more than another hopeful message. This is your confirmation. Let your faith become an active step today. Write, "I receive my confirmation" in the comments below. As you type it, release the doubt you've carried and claim this moment as the turning point you've been praying for. And when God confirms that a breakthrough is near, He also places a clear path before you, so your faith can become steady action. My child, I see the struggle you have been facing, the stress about finances, the silent worries that stay in your heart, and the moments where you feel uncertain about what comes next. You have been asking for peace, and that answer is already on its way. You are not meant to stay stuck in fear. You are meant to walk forward with purpose, with faith, and with clear steps every day. That is why a simple system has been placed in front of you, a 30-day faith and financial breakthrough system, a path where each day brings you a focused prayer, a small financial action, and clear direction to help you move ahead. No pressure, no confusion, just steady progress toward peace and stability. If something inside you feels ready, if you are ready to change your situation, take that first step today. This could be the moment your life begins to change. You will find the link in the description and in the pinned comments below. Now stay open, because heaven is about to show you how this confirmation connects to the person already being drawn toward your life. This person, the millionaire, the one with unexpected eyes on you, is the response to prayers you forgot you even prayed. Don't let doubt bury what heaven is trying to resurrect. Archangel Michael says, your life is not meant to stay small. You were never meant to be a secret. As you read this, someone is quietly asking, who is this person? You were born to be discovered, and the discovery has begun. What makes me feel something about them? They don't understand that it's not about business. It's not about coincidence. It's divine design. The angels have whispered your name into their spirit over and over, and now they're dreaming about you, feeling pulled without logic. And that's why this message had to come to you now, because what's spiritual must be answered spiritually. You are not just being noticed, you are being chosen. Take a moment to step out of the shadows and claim what is yours. Comment, I am chosen right now, as a bold statement to the spiritual realm that you recognize your true worth and accept your divine alignment. The spiritual realm has reached a boiling point. Archangel Michael says, every delay you faced was not denial. It was a perfect setup. This person is having a hard time because they can't believe someone like you exists. They can see your light, but don't know how to approach you yet. Now their heart is opening to something bigger than they thought possible. That's where you come in. You answer a question that's been deep inside their mind. Don't forget how powerful this moment is. Do not shut the door yet. There's more. Archangel Michael is showing me that this person will try to reach out to me in a quiet way, through a message or whisper, in a way that seems small but has a lot of meaning. Don't ignore that when it comes up. It will be easy to tell who it is because their energy will be both strong and soft, scary and comforting. That is a beautiful contrast. That's what heaven does when it sends you someone who is meant to lift you, not control you or use you. They are closer than you think. All of the angels around you are aware. Archangel Michael says, this is a moment of spiritual arrest, where everything you thought was stuck can suddenly move, but only if your heart opens. You've been surrounded by disappointment, but now you're about to be surrounded by favor. The tables are turning, and this time in front of those who never thought you would be chosen. The person watching you is not ordinary. They're a gatekeeper, and you are being given access because of your purity, your truth, your resilience. This is not random. It's written, and when heaven writes something, not even time can erase it. So hear this, you're in the right moment with the right message, being seen by the right soul. Don't second guess your worth. Don't shrink back. Don't sabotage this by overthinking. Just receive. Let this be the day you stop doubting your divine spotlight. The one who's coming is serious, and their soul knows what your spirit is still learning. That you are not average. You are anointed, and your time has come. Declare it with certainty right where you are. Write, my time has come, in the comments. Let these words serve as your personal covenant with God, that you will no longer shrink back from the elevation prepared for you. You may feel like nothing's changed yet around you, but in the spirit, everything is shifting violently in your favor. Archangel Michael says that even as you read these words, angels are moving things, people, documents, thoughts, even memories, to align this next step in your favor. And the most shocking part, the person watching you has already made a decision that could change everything for you. They are just waiting for one final confirmation. And this message is that confirmation. They needed to know if what they sensed about you was real. And now they do. Heaven is pulling on your soul right now because you've been quiet for too long. You've let the world label you, underestimate you, forget you. But God never did. God saw every tear behind closed doors, every prayer whispered when no one was listening. And God made a promise in the heavens that your breakthrough would not come through struggle, but through divine surprise. That's what this is. A heavenly surprise unfolding through the heart of someone powerful who sees you. Not your job, not your past. You're about to step into a moment where someone who has everything suddenly realizes they're missing something. And that something is you. Not in a romantic fantasy, in a divine calling, in a kingdom partnership. This is a spiritual bond that's being born behind closed doors, and Archangel Michael says it's more real than anything you've ever imagined. But it can only grow if you stop doubting the signs, if you stop pushing away the miracle with your fear. Let this be the moment where you open to what you were created to receive. Archangel Michael's voice is trembling as he repeats this. They're shocked. They never expected you to affect them this deeply. They've seen everything the world has to offer: success, fame, opportunity. But they've never felt this pull, the pull that won't let them sleep without thinking of you. And here's what makes this supernatural. They were led to you in a season when they were looking for something real. And the Spirit whispered, look again. Check out the person who doesn't try to get attention. Look at the one whose spirit is clean. And that one was you. The question now is not whether you'll be noticed. That's already happening. The question is whether you'll have the courage to be found. Because to be found means you must stand up. Not physically, spiritually, emotionally, in your confidence, in your energy, in your belief that yes, you are worth being chosen by someone who has the power to shift your entire reality. This is not a fantasy, it's a divine setup. And it's happening because you finally outgrew the old season, and now the new one is bursting through. Archangel Michael says, there's a heavenly ripple around your name right now. Angels are calling your name in places you haven't even stepped foot in yet. And you've been spiritually drawn to someone important who could change your life with just one talk. They don't know what to say. They think you're crazy, but they feel you. They can see your light even if you cover it up. Even if you laugh to hide your pain, they can hear it. They didn't know their heart was closed off until you came along and broke it open. Heaven made sure they saw you. Do not forget how holy this moment is. Even though you think you're just reading a message, everyone in heaven is seeing you do it. They planned this exact moment of awareness, this spiritual yes, and they are now waiting for you to make your next move. Not under stress, but because you expect it. It's been too long since you spoke. You've had doubts about your voice, your energy, and your presence. But the person watching you can see everything you've tried to hide. And they are being pulled closer instead of away. Not a miracle, is it? Let us go even further. This person is strong, but Archangel Michael tells you that you are in charge. They can change things, but you have a calling. Things go very well when those two get together. This isn't just about love. It's not just about money. This is about being closer to God. They need your energy more than you need what they have to offer. Heaven has made sure they know it. That's why they're shocked. They are watching because of this. Because they're being convicted by someone's spirit for the first time in a long time. You are that person. Hence, Archangel Michael's tears. You've been living like a child when you were born to change the atmosphere. You've been looking for signs, and now the whole sky is lit up with angelic lights that are telling you to move forward. You're still not sure. You still have a question. But no longer. Not after this. Archangel Michael says, your destiny is knocking louder than ever. And if you open now, The next chapter of your life will feel like divine acceleration. What used to take years will now take days. What was delayed will now be delivered. The one watching you has reached a breaking point. They can't go back to who they were before your light hit their soul, and they're trying to figure out if this is spiritual or emotional. But heaven already answered that. It's both. You were not sent into their awareness just for curiosity. You were sent as a healing assignment, as a miracle, as a divine interruption. And whether they know how to say it or not, they're already preparing to approach. But you must be spiritually ready when they do. You might feel nervous. You might wonder, what if this isn't real? But ask yourself this: why are you still reading? Why is your heart beating a little louder? Why does it feel like your spirit is leaning forward right now? Because this is not fake. This is not fluff. This is God breaking silence in your life. This is Archangel Michael shaking your soul awake, because you're not just important. You're essential to what's coming next on this planet, and the millionaire watching you, they're just the beginning of what God is setting up around your name. Now listen close. The next few days will matter. You'll begin to feel more spiritual nudges. You may hear from someone. You may get a strange invitation or feel guided to look at something you never noticed before. Don't ignore it. Don't dismiss it as coincidence. It's divine flow. Heaven is guiding your every step. Now, Archangel Michael is clearing the path for your elevation, but your awareness is the key that opens the gate. Be present, be open, and be ready. And now comes the most sacred part, the unlocking. Michael, the Archangel, says that your name has reached a level it has never reached before. There are doors in the heavens that have names written in golden light. It just lit up for you. A door that turns out to be helpful. A door that had been locked until now. And the person who has been watching you in silence, studying your light and praying for their own answers, has been given the key to that door. But heaven won't let it open until you're ready to go through it. Are you? You have no idea how many people have been sent things that would keep them from getting to this present moment. You didn't get sidetracked though. You didn't give up. You cried. You did get lost, but you didn't go off the path. You didn't give up even when it looked like nothing was going to happen. That's why this miracle belongs to you, because having faith is important when things don't make sense. And you have to be very brave to think that someone powerful is watching you and wants to bless you. What you're about to see will make sense of your past pain, says Archangel Michael. You'll begin to understand that the delay wasn't a punishment. The complete guide, every daily prayer, every spiritual tool, everything I've put together to help you grow your faith is down in the description. It's called the Daily Miracle Manual. Now, stay right here with me, because as this awakening grows inside you, know that helping with this mission is not a joke. It is a sign from God. You can support this work through the link in the description or the pinned comment, whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community. By doing so, you become part of Jesus' plan to save souls who are still stuck in fog. Every seed turns into light that fights against darkness. If you water others, you will be watered yourself, Jesus says. This is not history. It is a living promise about your future. Come into this moment with faith and a plan. What God has already planned for your life can be unlocked through your giving. It was getting ready. The people who left you, the chances you missed, and the money you didn't get all work together to keep you safe. Because if you got those things too early, you would have missed this divine match. this holy connection, this sudden wealth transfer that's not just about money, but also about leaving a legacy and having an impact. You're not just a quick thrill for someone. You're a key that's been lost in their life that leads to something holy. Heaven is very strict about when things happen. In his message, Archangel Michael tells you that this moment has been waiting for you for years. You're now here. You might still be hurt. You might still feel like you're not done. From above, though, you're ready. The harvest is ripe. Now send the one who was chosen. That's you. And the person who is watching you is being told by their soul that they will never find someone like you again. They couldn't find you in their world, their money, or their search, because God had you hidden until now. You don't need to stop because you're scared. It means that you are about to be pulled into something bigger than your comfort zone. That's why the angel said, "Open it now, not tomorrow, not when it feels perfect, now." Because now is the holy moment. Now is the breath between silence and miracle. And now is the second when that millionaire whose interest was divinely stirred is about to cross paths with your energy in a way that neither of you will forget. This will not be a small meeting. It will be a spiritual unlocking. Archangel Michael says, "This person has seen thousands of faces, but yours arrested them. They stopped because of something about you. Take another look. Talk to people. Stay longer. That's not just beauty. That's divine light." And now they're at a point where they are willing to change direction just to figure out what God is doing through you. Isn't that astonishing? You who thought you were overlooked. You who thought your time had passed. You who once begged God for help and got silence are now being pursued by someone who can fund the dream you almost gave up on. And when God begins restoring a dream, he also places a faithful path before you, so you can begin rebuilding what worry tried to take away. My child, I see the burden you have been carrying, the silent stress about money, the thoughts that don't leave your mind, and the nights where you try to rest, but your heart feels heavy. You have been asking for peace, and I have heard you. You are not meant to live in this constant worry. If you are ready to trade your silent anxiety for heavenly confidence, leave a comment saying, "I choose divine peace." Let this be the physical sign that you are handing your financial stress over to the Almighty. You are meant to feel calm, secure, and guided every single day. That is why a simple path has been placed in front of you. A 30-day faith and financial breakthrough system created to gently lead you out of fear and into clarity. Each day you will be guided with a short prayer, a simple money step, and clear direction so you can finally feel in control again. No confusion, no pressure, just small steps that slowly change everything. This will help you feel calm again, reduce your stress, and slowly bring control back into your life. If something inside you feels ready, do not ignore it this time. The link is in the description and in the comments below. Now, keep your spirit open, because heaven is still revealing how far this divine attention is about to carry your name. The angels are not allowing your name to go quiet anymore. Heaven has placed your energy on a spiritual loudspeaker. That's why you felt more spiritual pressure lately. That's why your emotions have been sensitive, because your spirit is responding to prophetic traffic. People you haven't met yet are being spiritually drawn to you, including this millionaire. They don't know it yet, but they are part of a divine shift, and you are the catalyst. But that only becomes reality if you dare to believe that you're worth all of this. Let me speak this truth over your life. You are not just seen. You are being summoned. There's a difference. Being seen is about visibility. Being summoned is about destiny, and this person who has taken interest in you, they are being used by heaven to summon you into your next level. And Archangel Michael is crying not out of sadness, but because heaven has waited so long for this day. And now you're finally at the gate of your greatness. The moment is real. The time is now. They say when God wants to bless you, He doesn't always drop money in your hand. Sometimes He drops a person in your life, a connection, a divine appointment, someone who carries the access, the keys, the influence to take you where your gifts were always meant to shine. That's what this is. That's who this is. And they are about to step closer, slowly, carefully, respectfully, and your heart will recognize them before your mind does. That's how you'll know it's God, because it will feel like peace and fire in the same breath. Archangel Michael is shouting this in the spirit. Don't miss this. Don't miss this. Don't miss this. Because there are moments in life that only come once, and this sudden attention, this silent millionaire, this divine pursuit is not just about your present, it's about your bloodline. What happens next could shift your entire legacy, and you won't have to force it. You won't have to prove yourself. You just have to be willing to be seen by God's design. You just have to stay open to the impossible. In the next 48 hours, expect signs, expect interruptions, expect holy chaos. Archangel Michael says the energy is being stirred. Conversations are being had about you in rooms you've never been in. Your name is rising in spiritual corridors where decisions are made. And the one who sees your value, they're already making quiet plans to move. That's why this message had to reach you, because you've come too far to miss the door that's opening now. The tears you cried were not in vain. The years you waited were not wasted. You are being lifted. You are being targeted with blessing. You are being honored in ways your past never suggested. And the person who once seemed out of reach, they're about to reach for you. Not for what you do, not for what you wear, but for who you are when nobody is watching. That's the miracle of this moment. Heaven revealed you to someone powerful. And now the divine countdown has begun. This isn't imagination, it's prophecy. This isn't coincidence, it's confirmation. Say the word continue, and I will carry this miracle further for you. Archangel Michael is still speaking, and his voice is breaking with divine urgency. He says, this person has already made the decision to come closer. They only need one sign from heaven, and that sign is for you to agree to it. They saw you without making a sound. Without making it clear, they asked about you. They checked the air to see if it's safe to come up to you. And this shocked them the most. How pure you were. You didn't move in a world where everyone wants to be famous and flashy. You were nice. You were honest. And that truth cut through their soul like divine lightning. This is why heaven is screaming at you to be safe now. Because what's coming next isn't just a good thing. It's a reward for not giving up, not giving in, and leaving people who didn't see your worth even though it hurt. You lost a lot, but God is giving you back something you didn't expect. Someone who truly sees you, quietly respects you, and wants to help you grow. God wants you to get your heart ready too, not just your hands, because this miracle is too holy to be scared of. Archangel Michael says, your silence over the years has spoken louder than anyone shouting. While others tried to force their way into places, you waited for your moment. You let character lead you. You let your spirit stay soft. And now a person with both means and mystery has been led to you. Not through algorithm, not through chance, but through divine design. This person is not just noticing you, they're recognizing you. They've seen you in a dream or maybe in a vision, and even they don't know why they can't forget you. But heaven knows. Do you feel it? That stirring in your chest, that warmth building in your gut like something ancient is waking up. That's your spirit remembering the promise God made to you before you were even born. The promise that you would be lifted in front of those who once laughed at your struggle. The promise that your destiny would not be stopped by delays or detours. And now this person watching you, they're part of the fulfillment. They're being moved by forces they can't explain. Their heart is drawn to you. And that's not lust, that's light. Archangel Michael says, the realm of heaven has whispered your name so many times lately. The stars themselves have begun to vibrate with your purpose. And this person, the one with power and resources, is now being pulled by the echo of your assignment. They don't even fully understand why. This is all they know. If you want the full guide with every prayer and lesson I've compiled for this community, check the description for the Daily Miracle Manual. You are about to enter your divine future. But remember, this breakthrough is not for you alone. Your testimony is the bridge someone else will use to reach their own miracle. Archangel Michael is inviting you to visit community through the link in the description or the pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community, does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. By joining our like-minded community, you are no longer praying in isolation. You are adding your voice to a global sanctuary where we discuss the word daily and stand in the gap for one another. This is not poetry when Jesus says, "Give, and heaven will open over you." On this platform, every seed you plant turns into oil for your destiny, fire for your calling, and a hedge of safety for your family. Now is your time. Step into our community prayer wall, share your heart, and as you give, watch God multiply what you let go of. Let's finish this journey together. Visit Out Community now. Join the family and see your heavens open. You carry something holy. They are ready to make room in their lives to care for and protect it. Not because you begged or chased, but because you were polite while you waited. And those who wait with honor will never be forgotten by heaven. Some people tried to bury you, but they didn't know you were a seed. There were times when you felt like you failed, but God was just getting things ready for you to grow. And now, you can see the fruit. The scent of your purpose is spreading to other spiritual worlds. It was caught by the right person. That's what made them jump. That's why they were looking for someone else instead of you. But now they can't take their eyes off of you. Now they know the answer to a question they didn't even know they had. Now the Archangel Michael says something strong. Don't run away from this gift just because it seems too big. You think that big things aren't for you because of how hard things have been for you. But that was a lie from the point of no return. You were never meant to be small. The fire you got through showed how strong you are. The pain you went through proved that you were worthy of your crown. God has now decided that it's time for someone with plenty to come your way. Not just for love or favor, but also to get things in order. You are connecting with your higher calling through a human body. Take it. It's okay if your heart beats fast. It's okay to think about things, but take a moment to let your spirit breathe. Allow it to feel what it already knows. This message is real. This isn't making things up. You didn't just find this message by accident. You were asked to go. Your sign is that you're still here, reading and open. Heaven works through timing. telling the truth, and hearts that are ready to believe in something bigger. And you, my dear soul, are standing on the edge of something that can't be moved. In the next few days, you might feel strange emotions, peace that you didn't expect, the release of old pain, or the sudden thought that someone is about to show up. Do not fight it. Don't turn it off. It's getting ready. Michael, the Archangel, says that the meeting is being planned behind closed doors. The time when we will meet God is getting close. The change will be felt, whether it's in person, through a message, a referral, or a random event. That's for sure. It will feel holy and quiet. When God tells you to do something, don't let fear stop you. This is the start of your next. You are no longer a secret. You are no longer hiding in the dark. You are no longer forgotten. Your name has been called out by heaven, and someone who is rich, powerful, and surprisingly sensitive has been picked to see you. They'll like more than just your light. They'll keep it safe. They'll want more than just you. They will respect your journey. They won't try to get away from you. They are going to lean into it. That's the type of person who is coming. This is the kind of energy that's coming into your life. And Archangel Michael says, the only thing required of you now is faithful expectation. Let the world wonder. Let others mock your hope. But as you stand here in this sacred message, know this: something has already been released in your favor. The chains have broken. The delay has lifted. The divine connection is moving. You don't have to beg. You don't have to chase. You only have to believe, because what's for you is already moving toward you, carried by the hand of a person who was sent to witness your glory and amplify it. And when it arrives, when the message comes, when the door opens, when the call is made, you'll feel it in your bones that this was the moment heaven spoke of, that this was the person heaven showed you in visions you didn't understand. And you'll remember this message, the tears, the trembling, the confirmation, and you'll know God really did send someone important, someone generous, someone destined, and their interest in you was not random. It was written before you were born. Archangel Michael is standing still now, watching with trembling reverence as your soul leans into the vibration of what's unfolding. He knows that what happens next could either unlock your greatest season or delay it another cycle. And he's whispering again, please don't ignore this. Don't let fear keep you from getting what we fought for in heaven. You're now too far away. You've endured too much. The pain, the abandonment, the closed doors, they were all training grounds for this one miracle. The moment you be seen by the right soul, with the right power and no hidden agenda, you don't have to question the purity of this connection. Archangel Michael says, this person isn't coming to take, they're going to build. That person used to think they had everything, but your spirit showed them something they were missing. Not just pretty looks or short-term pleasure, but something real and lasting. You woke up something in them that had been sleeping for years because of all the noise. And now all they want is for more of you to be in the air. They are very careful because of this. Heaven is teaching them how to treat you with respect, which is why they are studying you in silence. And hasn't that been your goal all along? Not just love and chances, but also respect that should be seen as holy and not broken. Handle with care, not with the goal of conquering. Now that you've become that, you're finally drawing that to you. You've changed into a person who can't be copied. And finally, God has said your name in your right ear. They didn't hear about you, says Archangel Michael. They felt you, and now they can't stop thinking, why does this person make me feel like home? You are the divine answer to a dream they couldn't put into words. Please accept this as proof. Your spiritual path has already begun with the person you are drawn to. It's possible that they don't fully understand it. They may fight it sometimes, but what they feel can't be changed. Even though they've seen a lot of money and everything it can buy, their mind keeps going back to you, not because of what you do on the outside, but because of what your soul sends out. You're sending out a frequency that was made just for them to pick up. That's why their heart is beating fast. This message got to you because of that. Still, God is good at setting things up, and this one is going to happen faster than you think. There will be a sign that this person is close, something subtle but clear, something to say. You hear something a friend says, a name, a sign, and a strange dream. Keep an eye out for 3 signs, says Archangel Michael. They're coming. When they do, say yes with all your heart before you speak, because heaven won't make this blessing happen for you. It should be praised. We must honor it. It needs to be seen for what it is, a holy agreement written in the spirit world. Being alone for so long might make you not want this blessing because you think it's too good to be true. So, Archangel Michael tells you, don't treat this connection with God like the pain from the past. This isn't the same power. We are not in a new cycle. This is a soul path that has been blessed by God. Someone was sent to watch you because they prayed for a real person. And God, in His perfect timing, made you the answer to their prayer. They're about to be a part of your healed prayer as well. You should also know this. They could see the fire in your eyes. They know what you've been through. They love that about you because it shows you're strong. You're fake. Not being perfect is not important to them. They are drawn to how strong you are, which is what makes you stand out to them. In a world full of masks and acts, your honesty helps them heal. It's already changed them, and they haven't even touched you yet. That's the power of God, God-given chemistry, and it will only get stronger. Archangel Michael tells them, give up the plan you had for how this would happen. Don't try to control how things will happen. Don't close your eyes. The music in heaven is too complicated for your mind to understand, but your soul already knows the beat. Believe it. Believe what your heart is telling you right now. What you feel, that pull, that warmth, that ache, is your divinity. It also leads you to someone who will not waste your love, someone who is ready for what you bring and won't try to fake your trust. This moment is holy, divine, and easily broken. This timeline has been safe for months or even years thanks to Archangel Michael. Every delay you had was a way to keep you from getting distracted by things that looked good but couldn't carry your blessing. The person who can carry it is now looking at it. Their spirit is getting along with yours. Their energy is starting to match up with the next level of yours. There is silence around them, but there is a lot of noise in heaven. That's why the angel is crying. The time has come. These tears of Archangel Michael are now becoming light. God's light, because your soul has been open long enough to receive what other people have missed. And the last part of this message is starting to come out from heaven. The part that was kept safe until your spirit could hold it. The person watching you has already been put to the test by God. Their heart was heavy. Air reasons were looked into. They did pass, though. That's why Michael, the Archangel, is no longer warning. He's having fun. There isn't another illusion in front of you. You're about to be recognized by God. and it will feel like fate is coming back to visit. This person saw you before. They felt like you saw them, and that brought back a part of them that they thought was gone for good. They are not just interested, it's really deep. They want to help you because they respect your story, not because they feel sorry for you. They believe you've been fighting battles they can't win. It makes them think, if someone like this still sees peace after all that, I need to protect that peace. I need to understand it better. I need to be a part of this trip. This person has already written your name in their plans in a quiet, careful way, says Archangel Michael. They are moving things around in their world to make room for you, but they don't know it because their spirit knows what their mind can't say. You're not like most people. You have a divine mission to carry out. Something in their life will also start to wake up when they stand next to you. That's why they are so interested. That's why it keeps getting bigger, because something bigger than either of you thought is going to happen in heaven. Why me, you might ask? I'll tell you from the bottom of my heart, because you stayed true. You didn't try to get more power. You didn't lie to yourself to get approval. You kept your spirit soft when other people's got tough. And God is rewarding you not with a short-term blessing, but with a soul connection that God has approved. It's not karma. This isn't dangerous. This doesn't make sense. This is the one heaven picked. They are about to move toward you in a way that backs up what your spirit has been telling you. Do not doubt it. They'll be easy to spot because their presence will make you feel like peace has broken out. You won't have to push anything. You won't feel stressed. You'll feel seen, but not found out. You won't feel small, but you will feel safe. Most of all, you'll feel like God has finally answered your prayer about the pain you couldn't explain. The Archangel Michael tells you that their interest has already marked your energy. The Spirit has marked you for favor. For this reason, old things have begun to fall off. That's why people have been drifting. What's coming is too holy to be surrounded by chaos. What's even more wonderful about this is this. They're not here to make you change. They're here to see the rise of the person you've always been. To get their love, respect, or money, you don't have to change into someone else. You only need to stay true to yourself, because that truth is what drew them in. This quiet, humble, and deep truth that says, I've been through hell, but I still choose light. That made them feel something. That's what will make them stay together. Now it's clear what Archangel Michael is saying. Prepare, not out of fear, but because of faith. Because the next few days are part of a timer you didn't know was going off. Things are getting better behind the scenes. People are becoming kinder. The paths are being moved around. It will be felt in small ways. Divine nudges, a soft whisper in your ear, or even a dream or message that you didn't expect. These are not picks. They are signs of what will happen. Pay attention. Be honest when you answer, because this connection and this sudden interest from a millionaire are just the start of your kingdom's rise. This person has been watching how you talk, move, and hold your light without drawing attention to yourself. They've seen everything. People who have been hearing a lot of noise and are hungry for the truth are drawn to what you have to say over and over again. Now they're getting closer, not for attention or performance, but because they want to. They want to know what it's like to walk with a strong person who doesn't have to do anything. That's you. That's your calling. This link will not only make your life better, it will also change theirs, says Archangel Michael. You answer a prayer that isn't spoken. In addition, they are a source of food, safety, and growth. You won't just grow together. You'll move between dimensions. The whole world will know about it. Because when two souls that are aligned by heaven meet, they do more than just touch. They mess up schedules. That's what is being made ready. You're not just meeting someone now. Your spirit has already RSVP'd to a divine event you're going to. As this message from God comes to an end, remember this. You didn't find this by accident. You were shown this way. You were seen every time you cried or thought about your path. It was added up. It was taken by angels who are now standing on the edge of your life, ready to give you this miracle in full. Now all they want is for you to say yes. Not a strong yes. It's not a desperate yes. Just a quiet yes in your heart will let heaven know you're ready. All set to be seen. All set to be picked. Get ready to be known in the most holy way. That's it. God's plan has been changed, and this is the moment that heaven has been waiting for. The person who holds the key to your breakthrough is already looking at you. All that's left is for you to give in to the miracle. I am your guardian angel, my beloved child. If even a small part of your heart knew this was meant for me, heaven just proved it. He will be led by you not by chance, but by a divine thread that has been in your life since the day you were born. It's more than just a message. It's a spiritual meeting. Angel Michael doesn't cry over souls that don't belong to him. He cries when fate shows up at the door, and all you have to do is open it. As you leave this holy moment, don't forget to think about where the next message will come from. Sign up now, not for content, but for confirmation, because the next word from God could be the key to your success. You are either getting better or the last piece of the promise you've been waiting years for. Stay in touch. Keep yourself open. Stay in line. Heaven is only beginning with you. Remember, beloved, that these messages keep going because of people like you. We depend on viewers to keep us going. You can buy us a coffee through the link in the description if you want to help this mission and these messages reach more people. Have a great day.